What is up guys, it's your boy Solem here, back with another Dragonflight video. So today we're taking a look at the Dragonflight Prepatch that just came out. It is now November 15th in Europe, or November 16th right now actually. And this prepatch came out yesterday for North America and today for Europe. So today we're talking about the prepatch itself, leveling opportunities, some possible gold making opportunities, and what to do in the prepatch itself. So when you're logging into the prepatch, you will be getting some quests that will ultimately take you to the Stormwind Harbor, and this is where you will get your actual quests that are following up for the pre-patch event. The event itself will then tell you to go different places. So for example, you have Primal element invasions all throughout Azeroth. So right now you can see there's one in Badlands, and going over to Kalimdor, you will also see one in Ungoro and one in the Barrens. So you can go to either one of these locations and farm some mobs in the open world, where you can also get some bosses as well to farm for a specific currency called the Primal Essence. You will see right now these are bound to your account, so you can send them across characters to buy different gear. Now once you have these items right here, you can go to this NPC right here at the Stormwind Harbor. If you're playing Alliance, or if you're Horde, don't go to Stormwind, go to Orgrimmar instead, but you can buy different items here. So for example, you can buy some weapons, 252 weapons, different armor pieces, 252 once again, and all towards the end you can get 252 trinkets. You have two different trinkets. One of them will deal additional damage or heal additional healing, and the other one will proc your highest secondary stat, and you also have a toy for 100 of these essences. Now you will see that most of the actual armor pieces will be costing you 25 to 45, so 25, 35 and 45 for the biggest ones, and you get these super quick. I have 280 already, and I've been farming or doing this event for about 1 hour, so 1 hour should be getting you about 280. Depends a little bit on how you do this. So for example, you will get a quest from Khadgar telling you to go there and gather 10 motes of primal energy. These are gotten super quickly, and it gives you 30 primeval essence. This is a one-time quest, but when you complete that one-time quest, you will then get a follow-up, and that is a daily quest. So you can do this daily, once per character, and getting 10 motes takes about 10 kills, and then you get 30 primeval essences from doing that quest. Now you can also do a boss as well, so every now and then it will be summoned a boss at this invasion event, and doing that boss will give you a different quest that will give you 60 primeval essences just by doing that quest. Now the first time you do that quest to gather 10 emotes of primal energy, you will also get a primal stormling, and this pet right here can actually be caged, so you can put it in a cage like this for example, and you can eventually sell this pet on the auction house. Right now it's going for about 7.5k gold, but the actual price for the pet will be going down in price, and I actually would not recommend you to sell this right now, but what I would recommend is doing this on as many different characters as possible just to get the pet, and then keep it stored in, for example, a guild bank or on your bank character, just in case someone misses out on the pre-patch event, and this pet could be going up in price throughout the actual expansion or in the next expansion as well. It is basically a future gold making method. You could be selling it right now as well for people who might be interested in investing into the pet to get some gold back later down the line, but personally my advice would be doing this quest and then just keeping the pet. You're basically hitting two birds with one stone as well, because the quest itself gives you 30 primeval essence the first time you do it, and also the pet as well the first time. And based on my experience so far, this is the best way to get these essences. You can stay at the location, keep farming the mobs as well, and just get primeval essences over time, but the fastest way to do it in my opinion is just to do this quest. Do the quest, get some motes of primal energy, go back to your capital city, hand it in, and get 30 primeval essences, guaranteed. If you want to really min-max your essence farming, do the boss as well. So go here, do the boss or farm until the boss is active, get the quest from the boss to get 16 primeval essences, then go back and hand them in. It is actually insane, and what I would recommend doing is, if you're planning to farm at this location for primeval essences, do this on a character you're intending to level up, and I'll show you why right now. Actually, before I show you why, it's worth noting that you also get a quest to do the Secrets of the Past, the Legacy of Tyr, inside the new and the reworked, the revamped Uldaman dungeon. So if you're spending or farming those Primeval Essences to gear up your character, don't buy weapons with Primeval Essences. Do this dungeon instead. This will give you a 278 item level weapon instead of the 252 item level weapon that you get from Primeval Essences. So if you want to gear up, do this quest instead. Don't waste your Primeval Essences on weapons. That being said, let's talk about leveling up alts and doing the invasions to level up. It is actually insane how much experience you're getting from doing these invasions. Okay, so what I want to show you right now is basically a clip from my stream that I did today where I leveled up an alt during this evasion, and the experience you're getting is super insane. At the bottom of the screen right now you can see my experience bar moving. I am replaying this in 2 times speed, but we basically got 1 level roughly every 5 minutes. So if I had a 10-minute video showing you how much experience we're getting, we will be getting 2 levels in those 10 minutes. It is ridiculous. Now how much experience you're getting is a little bit dependent on how you play, your class and so on. Basically, you want to run around the actual invasion site and tag everything in sight. The elites themselves will give you the most experience, but the elites can also be tagged by literally anyone. So my general preference here is that whenever I see mobs, I tag the mobs first, because the regular mobs can only be tagged by 5 different groups or 5 different people, basically depending if you're solo or in a raid. So it can only be tagged by 5 individual people or individual groups. So always tag the mobs first, the regular ones, then run around and tag every single elite you can find as well. So you will see me right here pulling as many different mobs as possible, pulling them back to the middle where the general popularity is. So run around the place, tag everything you see. And you can see right now, while I've been talking right now, we have already gained 1 full level. While I've been talking, once again, we're playing this at 2 times speed, so we're cheating a little bit, but that full level took me exactly 5 minutes. It is super quick. Run around, tag the elites. Every single elite will give you about 2,500 experience in the level 50 range. So in the level 50 range, it gives you about 2.5, so that's about 4% per elite kill. And you will see there's a lot of elite around the place. You also get about 1,000 experience for the regular mobs as well, which gives you about 1.5%. So this is a super good way to level up alts, especially in the level 40 plus range, but you can do this on any single alt out there. So if you're trying to farm for the primeval essences, I would definitely recommend combining that with leveling up a character. That way you're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, and you're leveling up super quick, and the primeval essences can be sent across characters, so it's super easy to get those essences, and it's a super easy and fast way to level up alts. So if you're wondering what to do during the pre-patch, definitely take advantage of this leveling method right here. Run around, pull the mobs, pull the elites, gather them up, and do the actual invasion event. You will get some gear as well while doing this, so you will get all the good stuff, and you can use the essences as well to buy even more gear when you're max level. Now, while you're at the invasion site itself, every now and then there will be a huge Storm Lord or Elemental Lord being summoned, which can drop an item for you, starting a quest that will give you 60 additional essences. This is called the Sigil of Storms that I just looted, and starting this quest right here. So far we've gotten 27 of those primeval essences, and by starting that essence or the Sigil of Storms quest, we get 60, you can see right here, 60 additional primeval essences and 7.2k experience. So you can hand it in before you're doing level 16 just to get some actual experience as well, but you get so much experience. It is also worth noting that throughout the entire time of me playing this clip right here from stream, I noticed this when I went to actually open my mailbox at level 60 and going back to hand in some quests. I had not even started doing the anniversary event, so I was missing out on 18% additional experience, so you can level up even faster as well. That means, personally, I did 1 level in 5 minutes, from level 56 to 57. I could have done that level in 4 minutes instead, because you're getting 18% more just by doing the world event, or having the actual anniversary buff. So before you start doing this, make sure to have the anniversary buff, and once you have that, head on over to the actual invasion site and just pull the mobs. It is super quick, you level super fast, you get some actual currency that you can spend on getting different gear pieces, either for your main, or for your alt, or for the character you're currently playing. Also, if you're doing this event just trying to farm those essences, I would definitely do the quest that I just did myself, the Primal threat, to gather 10 motes, then go back, hand that in, get those primeval essences, then change characters, and do that over again. That way you get a pet as well as the currency, but it's a very good time to just prepare yourself for Dragonflight, whether that is for gold making, leveling up characters, or gearing up characters. It's a good time either way. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, hopefully it clarified something for you, and definitely make sure to take advantage of this insane leveling method. Thank you so much for watching the video, leave a like on it if you liked it, and also actually check out my Dragonflight gold guide. If you're considering making gold in Dragonflight, we have found over 40 different gold farms in Dragonflight on the beta so far, some of which can give you a lot of gold on day 1 of the expansion, so definitely if you want to make a gold in Dragonflight, check that out, the link will be down below. You can even use the code Solheim to get it for half price. That being said though, if you enjoyed the video, give a like, let me know in the comment section down below if you're playing Dragonflight, and also subscribe for more Dragonflight content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.